wasn't planned. I just felt like coming on. There was nothing else to do. How's everyone? Destiny, thank you for being here. My number one fan. My daughter-in-law. Randy, thank you so much for stopping by. I see 11 people watching. Don't hesitate to say hi. Don't be shy. Um, uh, Grey Wolf Outdoors Homestead. Hey, thank you for stopping by. I placed an order Thursday evening. So in theory, they would have been working on my order on Friday, and even if they were fast, they would have shipped it on Friday. And there it is. So what does it say? Oh, cool. So I've been wanting to forage, and a lot of plants, a lot of medicinal plants, and different kind of edible plants are very rare in my area. And I figured if it's supposed to grow here, and I don't have them, why don't I just go and buy the seeds and propagate them myself? Plant them on my dad's land somewhere. I still have to talk to him about it though, but I can't imagine he would say no, because I mean, it's mint and chamomile and plantain and stuff like that. Perennials that will not destroy the local environment. Hey Darren, I'm doing great, which is why I'm here again tonight. So yeah, I ordered a bunch of seeds, and they're pretty much all in the same. They have the same goal, which is to create not a food forest, because I already have the food forest, but to plant in the woods so that I have a place to go and forage. It will be like wild, not wild foraging, kind of. Hey, Tiffany. It's not really like a planned live stream tonight. I put the link up if anyone wants to come and say hi, have a little chat. Figured if Scott can start at 10 a.m. and chat and run his mouth until midnight, I can probably do a few minutes too. And I'm just here with my seeds, and I figured why not show you guys what I do at the same time. I will present until someone comes. I will show my screen. This one. Share. Can you guys see this? I thought it was a way. New layout, edit layout. Is it better this way? You guys can still hear me, right? So this is my document. These are all the seeds I have. Well, some of them, as you can see, I have none left. And that comes up to 400 different type of seeds. Now, as you can see, I have some like this that were given to me by Joe and Sue Off-Grid that I don't know where they're from. I don't know what kind of seeds they are. I made my own research to try to find out all the possibilities of how long it could take. I have a few more examples here from Our Life Off-Grid. Amanda sent me a bunch of seeds. I have a few of my own. I have a few from Saving Greens. Letitia sent me a bunch of seeds as well. and so on. I think I have a few ones from Darren in there. It's just a way for me to know which one is which and where they come from. And I also added some of them. I have a picture. If I click, cannot open the specified file. Okay. Um, it should be there. Now let me check that. So seed package. And that was number 172. So in theory, it should be opening this. Okay, well, this, see, it's supposed to open. I don't know why, because that's seed package. Seeds. Anyway, it used to work. It's not anymore. Whatever. Um, but I also have my plastic containers here, and I have them all identified, and I will show you in a second, and I will show you exactly what I do. So I have one here. Oh, you can't see it. That's right. I'm here doing this stuff, and you can't even see. So yeah, this container, and they're all identified individually, like this. So in here, I have all kind of seeds that are flowers. I have some wild mixed flowers that I got from Darren last year. I never got to plant them, but I will. Hopefully, in the spring, I will be able to sprinkle them around the property. I have some lavender. I have some forget-me-not plants, flowers, echinacea, chicory, calendula, and I have this one here that I just got from Jardin Les Coumens. And yeah, I don't know how well you can see. It is lavender. So what I do, I will come here, select the category uh, lavender. So I have lavenders already, and I have one. Darren, don't laugh at my English. I'm trying my best. And I will show you in a second why I put those numbers here, even though I already have them here. This one is, I don't know, I will just call it lavender. 21, lavender, Jardin Les Coumens. It says bio, which means it's organic. Um, it doesn't say how long until it sprouts, but it does say in the back to stratify, I need to place in a 4 degrees Celsius with moist soil for 14 days. And germination rate is very low, so they're giving me more seeds. Hello, Brampton Gardner. Thank you for stopping by. Just trying to edit it. I have the same issue sometimes, and I figured I can do that and have a little chat at the same time. So I don't have any information on here as to how long it takes to germinate, so I will keep the ones that I have there. Hello, Lee. Fisherman 506, thank you for stopping by. Days to sprout. Do I have more? It says 5 millimeters here, which is half a centimeter, which would be about an eighth of an inch. Yeah, that makes sense. 60 centimeters would be 24 inches. That makes sense also. And it says it doesn't say anything about when to plant them. But if I want to start them inside, I'll keep the 8 to 10. Takes a while to grow. Uh, and then it's 20 to 60 days. And I take that pack and put it in my flowers little plastic container. Put that back there, and that one is done. And what else I do now with that? Um, I have my last frost date and the first frost date from next year. Although this one I'm not sure it's accurate. It's just something I put for now. It might change in the winter, but I will show you what that does after. Um, Here I have, when you start your seeds and you have to write down every single tiny cell that you're planting to see what you're planting. Now I did this. So I had a tray. I don't have one here to give you an example. But you can imagine a tray that's 2 by 6 where I planted rhubarb. So all I had to do was put the letter A in front. And that means that if you look at it from this view here, it would be rhubarb. Now, this one is easy. If you come to the second tray, um, B, don't ask me how to label. That's just a little trick that I did, and I love working with Excel. I don't want to say a master in Excel, but I I work a lot with it, and I do a lot of things with it. So if I was looking at my tray from the front view, I would know that the first 4 rows or first 4 columns, depending the way you see it, would be leeks. Then I would have 4 that would be celery and 4 that would be onions, and so on. Now, I have this one here. I wrote any because it was the Secret Seed Challenge last year. I didn't know what it was. I did the same thing. I didn't want to have to scroll down too much. I have a few more here. Same thing here. And I had to remember what I sent to other people for Secret Seed Challenge. So Angie, I sent her 2 different kind of seeds. It was chamomile and chicory, which was kind of funny because she's the one who bought me the chicory seeds for Christmas. I also sent some to Maryland and purple kale. I sent purple kale to Annie and giant Mackenzie tomatoes. Those were a kind of tomatoes. I knew she liked tomatoes, so I figured I'm going to send her a type of tomato she's never grown before. Maria wanted to have something that she could grow. I don't remember exactly what she said, but um, she likes tea and foraging a little bit. So I sent her lavender and chicory. Now with that frost date, the first frost date, I come on this page here, and I have all the same information. And you see the numbers here. And this page here is why I put all the numbers. So I have a little, it calls the other page, as you can see. It goes in my tab seeds down here, and it takes the number A, column A, number 400, and it puts the number here. It takes the same information and puts it here. Now, once I start playing with the sorting of those columns, it's good to be able to come here and put them back in the same order again. So that way, if I have to change something in the programming, I know it won't all be messed up. Now, what this will do, as you can see, I have a few zeros because there's nothing. But what I can do is come here, remove the ones that I don't have. So I will remove all the packs that I don't have, and I will first data plant. I will put the oldest. Now this is confusing a little bit because it's in the future, but the newest would still be the furthest date in the future, and the oldest would be the closest date in the future. So I put oldest to newest first. So now I have all the plants because of earliest planting time before last frost. This is all calculated in weeks. Now, if I put everything here, so you have all the seeds here. And when I come here, I have a formula that will calculate everything on its own. So frost day, blah, 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 times 7 because it's a number of days. Um, you know, this year, uh, Yellow Wonder strawberries that I have from Rainbow Seeds. If I want to plant them next summer, if I want to have them next summer, I have between January 22nd until February 5th to plant them. After that, my window is gone. Now, I can still plant it after if I want, but chances are it will not produce on time for my zone. I did the same thing. I have a bunch of flowers here, mint, eggplants, rhubarb. These are to be planted early April. I have some mid-April. Now, as you can see, some of my peppers mid-April. Chives. I have a bunch of different chives. Um, Tomatoes here. They're anywhere between mid-April until the end of April. I even have some that are giving me a little bit more time, early May. But that's just the way that I do things. And it took me a while to build a document. But once it's built, it's just a matter of adding the quantities back in. And if I ever have a new, um, medication, I still, my head is at work. If I have any more seeds, what I'll do is I'll come here, add all the zeros because they still exist in my document. I will sort this out from smallest to uh, biggest. I will come here and I will add it at the end. And if I do this, see, like in this case, I have just added number 401, which is the lavender from Jardin des Coumans that I just got in mail today. So all I do, everything is in order. I can just do this, select the last row. You go here. Once you see that little tiny plus sign, you click and you drag it down like this. And it will add what was coming next on the next page. It adds all the numbers automatically. Hello, love the land every day. Your name in French would be Mardi. So I'm guessing it's Mardi. I don't want to screw up your name. uh, and, the seeds that I buy will probably mostly be the same year after year. The same. Now, there might be a few ones that I might add and a few ones that will not order again, but at least I have them in there. And I know if I've ordered them before in the past, they will be in my document. But as you can see, the lavender, once again, it's showing up that I have to plant it early April until mid-April. And I should start seeing some sprouts. Mardi. Okay. I should start seeing some of the seeds sprouting. I think this year would be wrong though. Oh no. No. Okay. So because of if I come back here, it takes anywhere between 5 and 30 days to sprout. My document will go and take that first day here and go 5 days after. Because in theory, if you plant them right away, if I was to plant them on April 1st, the first available date for that plant, I could start seeing some sprouts as early as April 6th. So Mardi. Okay, awesome. That's a beautiful name. And if I just plant them on the 15th of April, and let's say there's one that takes 30 days to sprout, Well, you go 30 days after that one, 30 days after planning the last possible date, which would bring me to May 15. So if I start planning them, if I plant a few ones every day from here to here, I could see sprouts from April 6th until May 15th. Uh, I should start harvesting around the 5th of July, and it should be done around September 8th. And those dates here are the ones here, days to harvest from. As you can see, this one here, asparagus, when you plant it, you have to wait like anywhere between 2 and 3 years before you can actually start harvesting it. So if I come back here, asparagus, if I plant it in the spring, let's say I plant it inside in March, in theory, I should start harvesting them um, at the end of June 2026. So that's how I do my seeds inventory. Um, I will take one little container at a time. Well, I did that last week, and actually, I will start. I will put everything back to zero. I will start with like this one here was for all the squash I have. I will look into it and see how many packs of each kind I still have left. I will add them in my document. Um, what I should be doing to save time in the future would be as soon as I take one pack out of there, go and remove quantity, and then if I bring it back, just add it back up. And I spent the weekend doing all the seeds that I could find, and I still have some German chamomile, echinacea. Um, it's this one here is I'm not sure how you would say it in English. I know it's plantain. Con de sal would be like deer antler. So I don't think the plantain deer antler would make sense. But anyway, it is some sort of plantain. And they send me this. This was kind of a extra surprised seeds. Chou chinois, that would be like Chinese cabbage. But it looks like lettuce a little bit more. So I don't know. I have no idea what this one is. I found some of those seeds as well. I have to plant them in the spring for next year, so I have to find a nice place to put them. Um, I found today uh, some of those seeds that Marilyn sent me. Agastache, I think the English name is hyssop. And then I found um, some old carrot seeds. Um, it says that I should sow them by December 24. But I know I've had them since last year because they spent the whole winter outside, and I brought them back in and I forgot to plant them again. So for a second time in a row, second year in a row, I forgot to plant them. So, yeah. Oh, I don't want to get out. Is there anything else I could show you? Oh, that's right. I didn't give my final numbers for um, the global gardening and homesteading community they called Shed Wars. Um, my personal goal was 2,000 pounds because last year I gave myself a goal of 1,000 and I ended up with 1,656 pounds. I took that as a learning learning year, and everything that was kind of, I don't want to say pointless, but we spent like maybe like 5 days harvesting wild strawberries, but that only like accounted for like 5 pounds. So instead of doing that, we harvested a few, but maybe just for one day, and it took the 4 extra days to spend more time in the garden and like taking care of more things. Um, so I ended up with moose meat, around 230 pounds, maybe. No, it has to be more. Uh, that doesn't make sense. Oh no, it makes sense. Yeah, because we had a deer last year that was counting towards this year. Small little buck that ended up being around 100 pound of meat that was split in half between my brother and I ended up with about 230, 240 pounds of moose meat. So hunting gave me a total of 291 pounds. Um, I went fishing for about 44 pounds of fish. Um, I went foraging for about 178 pounds. That's pretty cool. What did I have? Well, I had a bunch of wild apples. So I have that in foraging category, but I also had about 20 pounds of blueberries, 2 pounds of choke cherries, fiddleheads for 40 pounds, um, a few things here and there, sumac, almost 2 pounds. I ordered some sumac seeds as well today. I can't wait to try to grow that. I also farmed for 750 pounds, give or take. That was the eggs, um, chickens, turkeys, uh, what else? Um, Rabbits. I ended up with almost 1,200 pounds in the garden itself, gardening on my property. Uh, I had over 40 pounds of beans. Once again, beans was a very big success for me this year. Carrots, I almost had 100 pounds. I did not reach 100 pounds, but I did not need to because I still had a bunch of carrots from last year. Um, about 7 pounds of celery. Um, Corn, it did not go too well. Cucumbers, almost 20 pounds. That didn't go too well either because I should have had more than that. Over 20 pounds of onions. Almost 8 pounds of peppers. 85 pounds of potatoes. 83 pounds of pumpkins. 3 pounds of radishes. 7 pounds of rutabaga. Um, 23 pounds of strawberries. I almost had 400 pounds of squash. Um, yeah, I'm a little bit crazy on the squash side. 135 pounds of tomatoes and 250 pounds of zucchinis. So that gave me a total of 2,454 pounds of food harvested this year. And I say this year, it started for me on October 27th, 2022. So I basically started with an extra. I started the season with like compared to other people with an extra 81 pounds. If I count just 2023, I am at 2374. pounds of food this year. So that's almost 2,400 pounds. And I should reach 24 because I still have a few rabbits to put in the freezer before it gets too cold. And we're going deer hunting in a week, and I can't wait. And we have 2 doe tags. This should be uh, a good chance for me to actually get something. Can't wait to have some deer meat. Venison is my favorite meat, and I don't get the chance to eat it every day. So people are not chatting anymore. I thought I was late in the conversation, but nobody said anything in the last 10 minutes. That is impressive. Foraging, hunting, and gardening, etc. Amount significantly surpass your year before totals. Yes, definitely. Um, the difference, I had more help than last year. My girlfriend was helping me a lot more. Um, that makes a huge difference. I had a few friends that were helping me out with the garden, with the butchering part as well. Well, that was also done last year, but uh, I also noticed that when you feed your chicken and your turkeys um, like nonstop, if you I used to like count the amount of food that I was giving my chickens. If it was like 1 pound per day per chicken, for example, um, or 1 pound of feed per day for 10 chickens, I would give them the 1 pound per day for 10 chickens. If I had 20 chickens, I would give them 2 pound of meat feed per day. But what I realized is they're not growing faster. I thought I was saving money by doing this. I was not. Um, this year, I overfed them like nonstop, and I realized that instead of having to use 10 bags of feed for 12 weeks, I use the same amount of bags of feed, but in 8 weeks. And they were bigger because it didn't have as much time to burn those calories, I guess. Yeah, you're the only one chatting, but it was non planned, so I don't mind. Yeah, the community garden is a very good thing that we have here. This year, they planted a bunch of fruit trees. I have a video coming up on that was filmed this summer that I just never got time to edit. They planted a bunch of apple trees, a bunch of pear trees, cherry trees, plum trees, honeyberries, raspberries, and I don't remember. I'm pretty sure he told me what he wanted to do with those fruits. I don't know if they want to give it to the school, for like free breakfast and stuff like that, or if they simply want to allow people to go and eat some there or whatever. Um, I know one of the reason was because by having those fruit trees, they would attract the pollinators and it give them like a status of official provincial garden of some sort there. Um, don't remember the exact name, but there was a little ceremony and everything, and that was pretty cool. Um, but yeah, I will let you all go do your thing, and we'll say goodbye. Thank you, everyone that stopped by, even if it's just for a minute. And Marty, thank you so much for being here. I didn't forget you. I am just going through a few different financial things right now, and it might just be a little bit longer before I can send the sticker. But I didn't forget you. I have it written down on my in my binder. I send the email to any Back to Basics Homestead. She should be sending you the sticker that you want on her channel. We have like 8 crabapple trees in front of us, one of our public schools, and the fruit is rolling on them. Yeah, that sucks. Around here, that doesn't really happen because I go and I harvest whatever I can find. If I see an apple tree one year that nobody picks up, the next year I'm all over it. And I don't mind giving food away if I know people will eat it. Um, but I don't even understand why they don't do that more often. Like they should plant fruit trees, apple trees all over the place. Yeah, you should approach them, um, especially if they're just there not doing anything. I mean, you can do jelly, jam, apple sauce, apple juice. There's a bunch of things you can do. Well, I will let you go. There was just a little unplanned live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Have a nice week, everyone. Take care.